You see a ghost app with its spooky graphics, and you see a few simple lines of code. What if I told you they're the exact same thing? Both promise a connection to the supernatural, but as a programmer, I am going to show you the simple, almost shocking secret hiding behind the curtain. We're about to reverse engineer some of the most popular ghost apps out there, and you won't believe how they really pull off the trick. Have you ever been scrolling the App Store late at night, seen a ghost app, and thought, is this thing for real? It's a tempting thought. But what if I told you that behind the flashing lights and cryptic words, there is just simple code using your phone's own sensors in a clever way? I am a software developer, and I've downloaded the 3 most common types of ghost hunting apps. We're not just going to test them, we're going to look at the code to see what they're actually doing. First up, the classic EMF app. It claims it can detect the electromagnetic fields that paranormal investigators believe spirits can create. You fire it up, and a graph suddenly starts spiking like crazy. Spooky, right? But what's really going on? The main ingredient here is your phone's magnetometer, the sensor that makes your compass app work. An EMF app simply reads the data from that sensor and puts it on a scary-looking graph. The code isn't detecting a ghost. It's just showing you all the normal magnetic interference that's constantly around you, from the wiring in your walls, nearby metal, or even just moving your phone too quickly. That terrifying spike that made you jump? It was probably just your refrigerator kicking on. Next, we have the Spirit Box app, the one that spits out random words. It might say cold or behind, and your blood runs ice cold. It feels so real in the moment. But when you peek behind the code, you find the trick. Most of these apps are basically a glorified magic 8-ball. They often come with a pre-programmed list of spooky words, and the code's main job is to simply pick one at random and play it. Some are a bit more complex, using banks of random audio sounds or phonemes, but the principle is identical. It's algorithmic randomness, a no voice from the great beyond. Your brain does the rest of the work. It's a phenomenon related to auditory pareidolia, where our minds are hardwired to find meaningful patterns, like words in random noise. Finally, the one that seems the most convincing, the SLS camera app. It overlays a stick figure on your screen appearing to map a human shape that you can't see. How does it do it? The secret is how your phone sees the world. Some high-end phones, like certain iPhones, have LiDAR sensors that use lasers to build a 3D map of a room called a point cloud. An app's code can then look for patterns in this noisy data that vaguely resemble a human and draw a stick figure over it. But most phones don't have LiDAR. On those devices, the apps use their regular camera and clever machine learning models to analyze the 2D image, looking for anything that their programming thinks might be a human-like shape or pattern. It's not actually detecting a spirit's body. It's finding a coincidental arrangement of sensor data or visual noise and fitting a stick figure to it. If you are finding it fascinating to see how these digital tricks work, go ahead and hit that follow button. We've got a lot more tech myths to bust together. So, after looking at the code, it's pretty clear these apps are built for one thing: entertainment. They use your phone's real sensors, but they're programmed to interpret normal, everyday environmental noise and random data as something paranormal. The most surprising thing isn't that they're fake, but how incredibly simple the illusion is. They're designed to play on our hopes and our natural desire to find patterns, a trait known as confirmation bias. So, the next time you see a ghost app that promises to connect you to the other side, just remember the simple code working behind the spooky curtain. What other tech myths do you think I should debunk? Let me know down in the comments.